right, my next guest stars in the new Chris Carter series Harsh Realm, which premieres tomorrow night on Fox. Please welcome D.B. Sweeney. You know, we were looking at today. First of all, thanks for coming back.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
And we were looking today at clips from this new series. It's a Chris Carter series, who, of course, did X-Files.
Right. Yeah.
And Harsh Realm, and it actually looked pretty cool. What you'd expect from Carter.
Yeah, it's real ambitious. You know, they're trying to make a real big show. It's like X-Files was kind of about this conspiracy, and it was very behind the scenes. This thing is about there's a whole parallel universe. And the military's created this thing to train soldiers how to be better soldiers. So they create this computer game, and it goes out of control. So now they have to stop it. So they start sending soldiers into the game to try and take out the bad guy in the game. So it's.
So how did you get involved in the whole thing? I mean, how did you hook up with?
Well, I was in a show called Strange Luck in Vancouver a few years ago, and I met Chris Carter, and I thought, well, he seems like a nice guy, and you know, who knows, someday I may need a job, so I better be nice to him. So you know, and then
you disgust me.
Yeah, well, you know. You got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
So, so my agents called up and they said he's doing a new TV show and it's called Harsh Realm, and they want to meet you, but you can't see a script. And I said, well, what do you mean I can't see a script? It's sooner or later I'm going to have to learn the lines if I get the job, or, you know. So they said, well, it's very top secret, because everybody during the X-Files, guys would get the script, like they'd pose as crew members, and they'd steal the script and they'd download it on the internet. So because of that, he's justifiably paranoid that somebody's going to steal the idea of the script.
Right.
So I got to go, in order to have the meeting with him, I have to go to this room in this secret building with frosted windows and read the script. And I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll play along. I'm out of work, you know, whatever.
Right.
So I go into this office, and this woman takes the script out of a suitcase. It's written on like red paper, and it's got these code numbers on it in case somebody tried to steal it. They could trace who stole it.
They could track it down, right.
And come into this room, DB, this is where you'll be doing the reading, like to read to myself. I got to read the script and then give it back. So I go in the room, like, whatever, Harsh Realm, and I look, all there is in the room is a desk, a table, and a Xerox machine. And I'm like, what is this? Is Lady and the Tiger here? I'm supposed to, you know, if I don't Xerox it, I'm a moron. I should have stolen it. What would Fox Mulder do here? You know, I mean, what would, you know,
do you think they were putting you, was this a test, do you think?
I don't know. So I thought, you know what, I don't really know the right thing to do here. So, you know.
It's like Willy Wonka. You give back the gobstopper or not.
That's what I'm thinking. So I just Xeroxed my ass and mailed it to everybody at Fox. Just faxed it right off.
Right,
you know, just,
and it's a show now.
Yeah, and so they
on
you know,
UPN.
They picked it up.
Okay, I'm not working there. Now that you shoot this thing in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Which you know, David Duchovny, it became famous. That's where they shot X-Files, when Duchovny said, "I can't stand it here in Vancouver. I want out." Is it that bad? I mean,
well, no, Vancouver's a great town. It's really a pretty town too. That's the one thing when we're doing this show, and it's the virtual reality world is really kind of a ghetto. I mean, it's really run down and decrepit and everything. And Vancouver's a really shiny, brand new city. So the people in Canada are really excited that this Chris Carter show is going to come film their house and put it on the show. But what they don't know is that they're going to bring up a huge 16-wheeler truck with a tanker full of mud and spray it all over their house just to make it look crappy enough. So you see these people, they're like, I just painted it, you know, and so they clean it up for them and everything. But Vancouver's a great town in a lot of ways, but it rains pretty much from October to April. So unless you're a duck, you know, it can be a little debilitating on your psyche.
Right. So that's the reason maybe why Duchovny wanted out.
Well, think? I don't know. It's you know, he was there 5 years. I'm only there 8 episodes. You know, but maybe he ran out of waitresses to hit on. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
He's just guessing.
Just guessing.
That's just slander, not fact. Okay. Can't give him a hard time. Now you do. No, you've been doing a lot of voiceover work recently. Is that right? Your voice has been getting you work.
Yeah, you know, because when you're an actor, if you do you know, if you hold up cornflakes or something like that, you can pretty much do that once and then you're an idiot. But if you do the voiceovers, you can do a million different commercials and nobody really knows it's you, and you make money.
Like what commercials have you been doing?
Bud Light. I got the voice of Bud Light, and all my friends back home are like, "This is great. Here's a product to use." Right. So that's actually really good casting. And so I say basically, for the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light. And every time you hear that on TV, I get a check for, you know, 49 cents or something. And so it works out well. I have a great agent. It works
you
out
have
really,
to cash each check separately, But I can buy that gum now.
But it was great because when I got the job, like I was on a cell phone, my agent told me you got the Bud Light account. And I thought, oh, that's great. What's the deal? And they said, well, it's $50,000 a year guaranteed and all the Bud Light you can drink. And I thought she said $50,000 a year or all the Bud Light you can drink.
Like it's a choice.
Yeah, and I thought, well, 50,000 is a lot of money, but, you know, how much beer are you using a year? I mean, it's got to be more than that. So I'm thinking, and she goes, you idiot.
You actually thought
you both. You get the beer and I was like, okay, I'll take it. Let's go.
Did they back up a truck? What do they do?
Well, I wanted them to bring the Bud guy, the delivery guy that's on all the commercials, and so we got into a little dispute about that because I said I'm not accepting the Bud unless he delivers it. So, you know, we're still in a little bit of an impasse over that.
You're just being difficult for no reason.
You know, I just feel like, you know.
Right. Fill up a big tank in the basement. Now, before you go, playoffs, who are you rooting for? Because I know you're an athlete, and you played a ball player. Who do you want? I wanted the Red Sox until they got smoked tonight, but, Wait, because your team, now you're just giving up on them? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm jumping ship. That's a true Red Sox fan. I was shopping for Astros hats down in the gift shop, and, you know, I'm just like, no, I think the Yankees and the Mets maybe have a real good chance of getting together this year. Yeah. Especially that second baseman you had on. I mean, he looks like he's going to add a lot of depth to the team. Yeah, well, we think that's what's going to happen. Yeah. Well, Harsh Realm premieres tomorrow at 9 on Fox, so best of luck with that. Thank you, Conan. And DB, thanks a lot for coming back on the show. DB Sweeney, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with Kyle Dunnigan. Stick around.